Hi, I just lost a fight to all the knockoff LEGO brands, so to cheer me up, let's talk about the LEGO movies. So I think it's safe to say that when I was younger, LEGO was the ultimate toy. LEGO Star Wars, LEGO Superheroes, LEGO Ninjago, pretty much any LEGO product was amazing. Not to mention that I could build my own stuff with the bricks. So the LEGO movies were, and still are, some of my favorite movies. All four of them are overall great, none of them being objectively bad movies, which is surprising for movies that are virtually advertisements. So for absolutely no specific reason at all, let's rank the LEGO movies. Okay, hear me out on this one. I know there's a movie that other people would put below this one, but this is my video, my list. Plus, I gotta get those controversy views. Therefore, the LEGO Movie 2 is the worst one. I admit, it's still great, but on any given day, I would probably want to watch this one the least. It's still just as funny as the first one, it just has a less compelling story in my eyes. The movie follows the cliffhanger from the end of the first movie, with the Duplos destroying most of Bricksburg, turning it into a post-apocalyptic city called Apocalypseburg. Bit on the nose there, don't you think? Emmett is clinging to the past, still his happy-go-lucky self. When a bunch of people are taken to a strange place called the Sistar system, Emmett goes to save them, and he meets Rex Dangervest, an epic, hardcore adventurer with dinosaurs for friends. As it turns out, he's a future version of Emmett, trying to split him from his friends for some reason. But everything becomes okay eventually as the live-action characters, also from the first movie, bond, and the LEGO characters are left to their own happy world. I do really enjoy this movie, and I left the theater with a very positive image in my mind. But after years of reflecting and rewatching the LEGO Movie 2, the second part, I just couldn't bring myself to put this one above the others. All the characters and actors from the first movie are still great, and the movie makes some pretty clever callbacks to the former, but those aspects still don't save the movie for me. I don't have too much to say about it, but still, I do like the second LEGO Movie. Feel free to go at me in the comments. 6.5 out of 10. This one will also get you mad. The LEGO Ninjago movie is actually good. I know that most people say it's the one LEGO movie that missed the mark, but I really don't believe that, and people just watch it with the wrong perspective. I also know that most of my audience are big fans of the Ninjago show, as am I, but maybe not the biggest fans of the movie, so please just hear me out. The movie follows Lloyd Garmadon, a member of the secret ninja force, trying to take down the evil Lord Garmadon, his dad, with the help of his friends, Cole, Zane, Kai, Nia, and Jay, and his teacher Master Wu. He learns to bond with his dad and save all of Ninjago City. So I'll start by listing my negatives. The movie doesn't feel much like a show at all, besides the general premise, title, and characters. 5/6 of the ninja are virtually sidelined for the whole movie, making Lloyd the main character. Because Lloyd isn't usually the main ninja of the group, this decision feels a little weird, along with the fact that the ninja aren't much like their characters in the show. Now, a lot of people also dislike this movie because it ditches the lore of the show. While I was a bit hurt by this at the start, keeping the movie separate from the show let me experience the movie as its own thing, rather than in the context of the show, which many more people should do. When it comes to the themes of the movie or the actual story, it becomes a bit messy. The creators really enjoy shoving the main theme down your throat, suggesting you should look at things from a different point of view. I get fatigued after hearing this mantra once, let alone multiple times throughout a 2-hour movie. The story is also at points incoherent, but it eventually resolves itself in a cute way. But let's look at things from a different point of view. This movie is the best looking of the LEGO movies by far. I really like how all the effects that aren't made of Legos are scaled down to the size of minifigures, like the water. I highly encourage you to rewatch the movie solely for the visuals. Also, the movie is admittedly pretty funny. It's not written or directed by Phil Lord and Chris Miller, but you can feel their style oozing through with the humor. I'm way too passionate about this movie. 7 out of 10. Now, this movie and the next one are two of my favorite movies ever, or at least ones that I really enjoy. I had a hard time putting one before the other, but I think I've come to a decision that I'm happy with. Definitely not based on personal bias at all. The LEGO Movie is the second best one. The LEGO Movie is about Emmett Brickowski, an ordinary man who lives in Bricksburg, his favorite city. He loves his job as a construction worker and is overall a very cheerful guy. But then a glue cap is stuck to his back and everything goes downhill. He learns about how President Business is an evil guy who wants to use the Kraggle to freeze everyone in place, and how he's forced into hiding a bunch of really creative people called Master Builders. Emmett is forced to mature really quickly and turn President Business into a nice, understanding guy, which he does. It is revealed at the end of the movie that the whole story has taken place in Will Ferrell's basement, where he doesn't let his kids touch any of his Legos and have fun. The kid does convince him otherwise in a surprisingly touching scene. Alright, what's What's not to love about this movie? It made major strides in animation technology, and it manages to make a fully CG film look just like stop motion. There are a lot of great videos about how the animation was made. I highly recommend learning more about it. Anyways, Phil Lord and Chris Miller have always been superb at animated storytelling, whether that be Clone High, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, or Spider-Verse. And the Lego Movie is right up with all of that. Just as much sharp, witty, and hilarious writing, just as great emotional moments. Lord and Miller truly crafted a classic with this movie. It's also amazing how the Lego Movie didn't come off as a cheap commercial, unlike other movies. Oh yeah, and Batman's in it. There's not a lot I can say about this movie, just because of how truly great it is. 9 out of 10. I wonder what the final movie could be. If only I knew what the fourth Lego Movie was. Let's Google it. Oh, it's the Billion Brick Race! Oh wait, that was cancelled. Oh, the Lego Batman movie! Am I biased? Yes. Do I care? No. I not only grew up on Batman the Animated Series, Justice League Unlimited, and the Batman movies, but also the animated Lego Batman specials. Also, I talked about Batman in this video, please check it out. Anyways, let's talk about the actual movie. The movie follows Bruce Wayne, a billionaire playboy philanthropist who is secretly Batman. What? No way. I don't believe it. Anyways, he saved the city all on his own, and he's fine with that. The public adores him, he lives on his own private island, everything's great in the life of Batman. But there's something more beneath the surface, a deep sadness within Bruce. He accidentally adopts Robin, and they start to form a bond, although Batman originally tried to cast him aside. There's also a new police commissioner, who Batman doesn't really like, but eventually she becomes part of the team. The Joker is really mad too, because Batman said he didn't care about him. I know, there's a lot going on in this movie, but you might see how all these factors point towards a common theme, that Batman needs to open up and love those around him, start a family. This is genuinely one of my favorite movies. I love Batman, I love Lego, what could go wrong? Through the medium of animation, it tells a truly profound story, disguising itself with a metric ton of jokes. Oh, by the way, this is one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. The movie acts as a parody of superhero movies, which it definitely takes advantage of. It makes a lot of callbacks to other Batman movies and just other superhero blockbusters. I cannot get over how good this movie is. It's truly a godsend. 9.5 out of 10. So these were all my opinions, so how about I ask yours? What movie is your favorite? What other movies do you like? Start a nice conversation down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching all the way through this video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and please, have a good day.